In a quiet African village surrounded by golden fields and whispering trees, lived a radiant girl named Lulu. She wasn't just beautiful, she was unforgettable. Her long, thick black braids shimmered like polished obsidian under the sun. Wherever Lulu went, eyes followed. The village girls admired her, often whispering to one another, "I wish I had hair like Lulu." But it wasn't just her beauty that made her special, it was her gentle spirit. Every night her mother would sit her down beneath the starlit sky, slowly combing through her braids with loving hands. "Lulu," she'd say softly, "your beauty is your light, but your kindness, my child, that is your true crown." Then, one sorrowful day, the laughter left their little home. Lulu's mother fell gravely ill. As the shadows of dusk crept in, Lulu sat by her mother's side, tears in her eyes, whispering, "Mama, will you be okay?" Or "Mother." Weak but smiling, gently cupped Lulu's face. "Always be kind, my Lulu," she whispered. "That is the beauty the world cannot take from you." With those final words, she closed her eyes and never opened them. Again, Lulu's heart shattered. She was just a girl, now motherless. Her father, Bako, though kind and soft-spoken, didn't have the strength to raise her alone. Soon, he married another woman, Nyoka. Nyoka was nothing like Lulu's mother. She had a voice like thorns and a heart as cold as stone. Along with her came her own daughter, Tamina, a spoiled girl 5 years younger than Lulu. Tamina didn't lift a finger. She spent her days painting her nails and watching television while Nyoka gave her everything she asked for. But Lulu? From the very first day, Nyoka treated her not as a daughter, but as a servant. Every morning, Lulu scrubbed the floors, washed dishes, cooked meals her young hands blistered, her back ached. Yet she never complained. One evening, tired and hungry after a long day of chores, Lulu wiped her hands and approached Nyoka, eyes full of silent pleading. "Auntie Nyoka," she whispered, "I've finished everything. May I eat something now?" Nyoka turned slowly, her gaze cold as night. "That food is for my daughter Tamina," she snapped. "If you're hungry, go outside and find something yourself." That night, Lulu stepped outside under the quiet sky. The moonlight cast soft shadows on the dusty ground as she sat, alone, holding a piece of stale bread she'd found in the kitchen. She nibbled it slowly, her eyes gazing at the stars. The night was cold, but the emptiness in her heart felt colder. "Mama," she whispered through tears, "why did you leave me here, all alone?" Later, after finishing her chores, Lulu sat quietly before a small cracked mirror in the corner of her room. She gently ran her fingers through her long, silky black braids, the only piece of her mother she felt she had left. As she looked at her reflection, her voice trembled. "They've taken everything from me, but not this. Mama, you gave me this beauty. It's all I have of you." In the village, Lulu's beauty still drew admiration. People often stopped to admire her grace. Girls would smile and say, "Lu, your hair's magical. You're the most beautiful girl in the village." Lulu would smile politely, but inside, her heart ached. She never heard such kind words at home. Amina, who had grown into a bitter and insecure young woman, noticed the attention Lulu received. One day, she turned to her mother with a sour expression. "Why does everyone call Lulu beautiful?" "I'm your daughter. I should be the one they admire." Nyoka wrapped her arms tightly around Tamina. "You are the most beautiful, my darling. Don't let them fool you. Lulu will never be better than you." That night, Lulu curled up on her small, hard bed. She clutched an old photograph of her mother and whispered, "I'll keep my heart soft, Mama. I'll be kind, just like you told me." She drifted to sleep, unaware that her trials were far from over as the years passed. Lulu's beauty only blossomed. By the time she was 25, she had become the heart of the village. Even without fine clothes or sparkling jewelry, people would stop and stare when she passed. Her grace was effortless, her light undeniable, but at home nothing had changed. Tamina, now 20, had grown lazier and more spiteful. She never lifted a finger. Her days were filled with vanity, painting her nails, watching TV, and mocking Lulu. One afternoon, as Lulu scrubbed the floor, Tamina stood over her arms crossed and smirked. "All your beauty means nothing," she sneered. "You're still just a maid." Lulu paused, but didn't look up. Her heart stung, but she stayed silent, holding tightly to her dignity. Then, everything changed with a single announcement. A voice echoed through the village square, bold and full of excitement. It was the town crier ringing his bell. Hear the... A royal dance will be held at the palace. All unmarried girls are invited. The prince himself will choose his bride." Gasps filled the air, and hearts raced with hexateminals. Eyes lit up with wonder. A dream she had long buried began to bloom. She rushed home and found Naoka in the kitchen. "Mama," she said breathlessly, "may I go to the dance too?" Naoka's face twisted with fury. Her voice thundered. "How dare you? A prince choosing you? You're a nobody, a servant. Don't embarrass yourself." Tamina smirked beside her, flicking her hair. "Be serious, Lulu. Look at me. I have the face of a queen. You were born to scrub floors." Lulu stood tall, her voice calm but strong. "Even a maid can have dreams. And I deserve to dream too." Naoka stepped forward, eyes narrowing. "With what dress? What shoes? Go ask your dead mother for those." The insult hit hard, but Lulu didn't cry. She remembered her mother's words. With quiet strength, she replied, "She always told me I was meant for something greater." Naoka laughed cruelly. "Greater," she spat. "You'll never be more than what you are now, a shadow." But deep down, Naoka felt something else. Fear. Fear that Lulu might actually shine. That night, as the moon rose high, Naoka sat in the dark, eyes burning with jealousy. "She must be stopped," she hissed. "Lulu will never be better than my Tamina." And across the house, Lulu lay awake to heart pounding with hope, head full of dreams. She didn't know it yet, but destiny was already weaving a royal path toward her. That night, as the village fell into a peaceful hush, Lulu sat quietly by the window, holding her mother's photo close to her chest. Her eyes sparkled with quiet hope as she whispered, "Mama, I'll make you proud. I'll dance like a princess. I won't give up, not now." Outside, the stars lit up the sky like tiny lanterns, twinkling with silent encouragement. It was as if the heavens themselves were whispering, "Stay strong, Lulu. Your dreams are greater than your sorrow."